Big Starfinder news, a new Wingspan game about dragons, and the fantasy anime you need to watch this weekend.
But I will be watching you.
Welcome to Fantasy News Friday, our end of the week news rundown. Today we're talking about Starfinder, Wingspan, and one of my favorite fantasy things of all time. Remember, if you like these kinds of news rundowns, be sure to like and subscribe and comment, and do all the things to help the video succeed. Now, on to the news.
Come with me. Come on.
Wingspan is getting a dragon-themed spin-off. Stonemaier Games announced this week that they were making Wyrmspan, a new game inspired by Wingspan but focused on dragons instead of birds. The concept is that players have discovered a new labyrinth that serves as a perfect home for dragons, and players vie to entice those dragons to come and live in their cave. Each dragon has unique abilities that can be chained together to score victory points or bring in even more dragons. However, this isn't a mere port of Wingspan. The game actually features some new mechanics of its own. Wyrmspan comes out in Q1 2024.
But I want it now!
Starfinder is getting its biggest campaign yet. Paizo will be releasing its Scoured Stars adventure path at the end of the month. This campaign sends players behind an impenetrable force field to discover the secrets of the Scoured Stars, a prison that holds a slumbering god. Now, Paizo originally released this campaign as a series of organized play adventures, but they've reformatted everything for at-home play with one easy campaign book. The new campaign comes out at the end of the month.
Hot damn!
Speaking of Starfinder, Paizo also released its latest Starfinder 2e field test with a new look at androids and Vesk ancestries. That's right, they're not calling things species now, they're calling them ancestries. Now, androids, pretty easy to know what those are, but the Vesk are some brightly colored reptilian aliens and a staple of Starfinder 1e. Now, Paizo also mentioned that with the release of Starfinder 2e, ancestries, both new and old, will be rolling out over time. In part because ancestries have a lot more mechanics than in Starfinder 1e. Now, with over 100 playable species in Starfinder 1e, it's going to take some time to bring them all over to the new edition.
This time enough at last.
Christian Navaro is returning to Blackwater D&D, a popular Canadian actual play series. Not only is Navaro, who is best known for his stint on Critical Role and is a staple of actual play shows, returning for a 3-episode stint on their main campaign, he's also appearing in a new audio-only actual play series called Godkiller Oblivion, which uses the Godkiller system created by Connie Chang. Now, Godkiller typically is a duet game, which features a god, who is played by the GM, and a god killer, who is the player. However, Navaro will be sharing the god killer role with James Wessel. This new series is available to the public now on Blackwater's Patreon channel.
Check this out.
Netflix has launched the anime adaptation of Delicious in Dungeon, a fantasy-themed series about a group of adventurers who turn to eating monsters in order to delve deeper into a mysterious dungeon to save a member of their party before her death becomes permanent. The series is a perennial favorite of D&D fans and single-handedly proves why more tabletop RPGs should have harvesting elements. Netflix has launched the anime adaptation of Delicious in Dungeon, a fantasy-themed series about a group of adventurers who turn to eating monsters in order to delve deeper into a mysterious dungeon to save a member of their party before her death becomes permanent. The series is a perennial favorite of D&D fans and single-handedly proves why more tabletop RPGs should have harvesting elements. Notably, the English dub of Delicious in Dungeon stars friend of the channel Damian Haas and Emily Rudd of One Piece live-action fame. Check it out on Netflix today. I can't recommend it enough. The manga is amazing.
俺は絶対食わないからな早くパリン助けに行かなきゃ
よし行くぞこいつは生き物だだったらいくらでも倒し方があるそして食える
Villainous is introducing a new type of expand-alone product this year, with boxes featuring 2 characters. The popular asymmetric game system with versions set in the Disney, Star Wars, and Marvel universes has announced a new Sugar and Spite box featuring King Candy from Wreck-It Ralph and Shere Khan from The Jungle Book. This new set will only cost $20, adding a more affordable price point to the popular game system. Now, the Star Wars version of Villainous will also be getting a new set this year with 2 characters, but those 2 characters will be announced later this year.
Alright then, keep your secrets.
And finally, one of the giants of Warhammer recently passed away. Brian Ansel passed away on December 30th. Ansel is best known for partnering with Games Workshop to found Citadel Miniatures in 1978, and later helped co-design Warhammer Fantasy Battle in 1983. Warhammer Fantasy Battle, of course, was the first Warhammer game and later led to the spin-off of Warhammer 40k. Ansel eventually became the managing director of Games Workshop and helped lead the company into becoming a worldwide titan of tabletop games. Our condolences to Ansel's family. So that's all the news that we have this week. Let us know what your favorite story was in the comments.